always liked The Legend of Zelda. I've also always liked Minecraft, which is why I'm gonna build Hyrule Castle in Minecraft. I started with the front gate, which went by pretty quickly. I made the center of it slightly lighter than the towers so that they're more separated. After that, I started on the mountain. I chose tough, cobblestone, and mossy cobblestone to yet again separate it from the front gate. One thing you may notice from my reference image is that the mountain is incredibly steep without much of an incline, so I started by just building it as a straight line and then scattering out some rocks at the bottom. And then for the grass of the mountain, I used moss, green concrete, and green concrete powder. I then added the pathway to the gate. Afterwards, I started the second gate. I think it turned out perfectly. It's very reminiscent of the first gate, pretty much just bigger and more detailed. I then built another tier of mountain. I also decided to make it asymmetrical because it's a mountain. I also added some trees. As I started out our third gate, I made it both shorter and wider as that's what's shown in Breath of the Wild. However, it's also the largest gate. Not much to say as it's similar to the other two, but I think it turned out great. Afterwards, I had a ton of work to do. First of all, I had to pretty much double the mountain in width. This took a long time, but I just used the same method that I'd previously used, so it went by pretty quickly. Afterwards, I spent a ton of time working on the mountain to the right. After all this time, it was finally time to build the actual castle. Although it looks like another front gate, it's the actual door to the castle. One defining trait of the door is the golden wings, referencing the wings on the Hyrule crest. Also, to make it stand out, I made it look like the door is open. I used the tried and true method of fading glass. My next step was to plan out the shape of the castle. After that, I built/added some castle towers and worked on the roof. All of the details with the roof things really brought the front door together. It's also way bigger than the front gates, and it's also way more detailed. I think it both stands out and looks super good. I then had the daunting task of building up the walls. Because of these walls, I had the mind-numbing task of building the mountain underneath the castle. This took ages. Later on, I copy and pasted a ton of towers around. After that, I started on the roof. After finishing 1/3 of the roof, I built the center tower. It's way bigger than the others. However, I somehow lost the footage of it being built, so this is just the finished project. Afterwards, I finished the final tier of the mountain and finished off the roof. Oh my goodness, the build is finally done. It is enormous. Oh my goodness. I honestly don't know what to say. It's not the most faithful to the actual Hyrule Castle, but my goodness, it looks amazing. Let me know what you think of it in the comments. It also has a perfect fully fledged interior. Definitely a fully fledged interior. Dude, this thing is massive. If this video does well enough, we can do an interior. Holy moly, that would be a grind though. Speaking of sequels to this video, I think it would be super duper fun to add Calamity. Obviously, this is the castle from Breath of the Wild, from like the memories before all the Calamity. But to add Calamity Ganon and just all the Calamity all around it, all the destruction, Guardians, that would be fun. Now the one problem with this castle is that it's just kind of in the middle of nowhere. One thing we could do would be to literally just expand it out and add more mountain all around. But that's not really something I want to do. We could also add maybe some just houses all around. For now, I think I'm just going to leave it here as it is in the middle of a plains biome. You know what? We could just sprinkle some trees. I don't like it. I think I think that's Hyrule Castle pretty much done. But wait, we haven't seen it with shaders yet. Well, I hope you enjoy the showcase with shaders.